I believe you come to faith and you have a ticket. It's the Willy Wonka deal. Oh, I've got the golden ticket. I'm going to heaven. So we use the idea of going to a Super Bowl game. I got one. Like, no, literally, this is like a $6,000 ticket. In our case, it's priceless. So there's going to be some that are just happy to go to the tailgate party. I'm exposed to the culture. I'm at church. I'm not engaged. I'm here, though. I'm in. I look like one of them.
Right.
Then I'm in the stadium. Now I'm sitting in the stands. You're exposed a little bit more. You're a little bit more closer. Maybe you're sitting a little bit closer at church. Maybe you're serving a little bit. But then it gets to the point where you're down on the field and you're actually putting on a uniform. But you're still not in the game. Not only do we need to be in the game and being active, producing, but one of my favorite ones I want you to unpack is, I know I'm on the right team, but am I in the right position? That's one of my favorite. Unpack that a little bit. Because I look at Paul's life and I go, 35, most of his initiatives started happening in his 40s. He went from exposure to being on the right team. Then it became strategic assignment.
Yeah. And no, I would argue, as you've heard me over the years say, that beginning point is like being scholarshiped into a great school and being a freshman redshirt and saying, boy, I'm here. How delusional would that freshman redshirt at college football be to say, I'm interested in having my Super Bowl assignment immediately because I want to play in the big game someday, and the distance between the redshirt freshman and the Super Bowl win, where he was actually playing time participating, is a distance that he's got to travel. There's a good chance he could get there, but he's got to go through the journey. And that journey is going to be so individualized as to be personal, but so specific to the outcome as to be binding for 45 other people that are on the same team. And that journey is going to continue to narrow the focus. The first question he's got to ask when he is redshirted is, what position does he aspire to? I would argue that we've seen a lot of people playing in a championship final game who are not in the same position that they played when they were redshirt freshmen in college. That maturity brings you to a discovery of how your best contribution will occur. And though he knew everything he could know as a freshman, that the learnings that go from there to the Super Bowl are extraordinary. And so one of the things that we're going to be unpacking through the Masters Online experience is to go from that early stage, I'm here, I'm available, I think I'm destined for the Super Bowl. That's great. We believe that too. But let's find out, offense or defense, line or backfield. Are you more likely the guy who's going to play in the early quarters or the latter quarters? Where is it that you're going to make your most impressive contribution, that player of the game could be possible when you finish your performance? Anything short of that is less than you should be aspiring to, because the God of heaven made you for a specific contribution that is going to be uniquely yours. But what's true of every single player there? They had to have a fitness level that qualified them to play all 4 quarters. And this 4-month experience that we're finishing up this month has been about addressing the question, what physical condition must I have to make it all the way to Super Bowl? What intellectual condition do I need to foster to make sure that the wisdom that goes with my knowledge is what I need to have? Because it's not just, you can learn a lot of football on a whiteboard and from watching films, but you got to learn the wisdom that says, I've stepped up to the line and I've assessed the whole field, and intuitively I now know where I'm heading with a split-second accuracy. The relational piece that says, I'm playing on a team and I've got to have the comradeship of everybody in that huddle to say that at a soul level, it's all for one and one for all. And the spiritual level says, I'm listening to the coach on the sideline, and we have a relationship that is so tuned that just looking at me, he can give me a look, a facial expression, and I can read it because we're tight.
You're in tune to that frequency, man.
That's the kind of preparation that these 4 sessions have been designed to cultivate because we belong on that field.